You will?
Freaking you guys loving it. You're polishing Trump's knob. What I find so interesting about right-wingers are so pro Second Amendment. What's the point of the Second Amendment? To protect yourself from tyrannical government. You could make the argument that Donald Trump is running a tyrannical government. He even said out of his own mouth, oh, I think a lot of Americans, they want a dictator. I don't know. I'm not a dictator.
He's a dictator. He's a dictator. A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator.
This is verbatim what Trump said out of his mouth. So when I see right-wingers who claim to be so pro-2A, when they see soldiers being deployed on their streets, taking over from state police, and these people are championing it. These people are praising that. These people are so happy that the government is coming on their streets to take their rights away. And they could never get away with that if that was a Democrat in power, because these people would say, oh, look, they're tyrannical. But once they have a Republican in, oh, no problem. You come stick it in my butt.
You will?
This is how these Republicans feel. And I find it so dumb. You know, and another thing about these police, right? First of all, when I was talking a couple months ago about these ICE agents coming into the States, I was making the argument that they're going to start rounding up Black Americans. And I had all kind of FBA and all kind of people, MAGA, Black, telling me, oh, no, we're different. We're not like those Haitians, like those Jamaicans, like those tethers. We need to get those tethers out of here. I made the point that in a few months, you're going to see. And what do we see now?
In her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me, did I have any words? And I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m.
They was terrified. The kids was crying. People was screaming. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner because they was bringing the kids out too. Had them zip tied to each other. One of them literally laughed. He was standing right here. He said, them kids.
Watson says budget trucks and military-style vans were used to separate parents from their children. Other neighbors say they saw agents destroying property to get in the building.
We're under siege. We're being invaded by our own military.
We see agents coming down out of a Black Hawk helicopter down into a building with Chicago residents, American citizens, pulling children out of the house, zip tying children, and these people don't have anything to say about it. Not a word, not a peep out of these Black Americans' mouths. They sit down and they take it. And I just find that so funny. If you want to talk about police, that's the state police now. If you know the history of police in the United States, the police were enacted to catch slaves. The police have never been on your side. You could make the argument now that there are Black police officers and it's not the same time period. I understand that. But police are there to protect resources. They're not there for you. They're not there for the citizen. The police actually is there to protect Jay Prince more than some of y'all, because Jay Prince is going to have his own business. So if someone breaks into his food truck, the police are going to be on his side. You going to work at a warehouse, the police don't give a damn about y'all. So if someone calls the police on you, whether you paying your taxes or not, when they see a Black man, they're ready to throw you in the back of the paddy wagon, and they're not even going to ask questions. They'll shoot first, ask questions later. And if
yes, sir, that's insane.
You can look at the statistics of the over-policing of Black men and the over-arresting of Black men, and you'll see the exoneration rates, and that proves that Black people are criminalized in the United States.
Is it the case that, as Pritzker frames it, you are profiling brown people, that this immigration crackdown is designed to go after people of color?
It's such a, oh, what a dumb question. The illegal aliens who are here are taking jobs away from Blacks, they're taking jobs away from whites, they're taking jobs away from Latinos, they're taking their health benefits away, they're taking their school slots away.
So all these people that are trying to fight for police and saying that these people shouldn't protest the No Kings, I'm not saying that you should protest the government or try to overthrow the government, but I am saying that these people have a right to protest something that they see tyrannical. That's in the Second Amendment. That's in the Constitution.
That's actually in the First Amendment, but that being said, dude,
the Second Amendment,
you wouldn't need the National Guard on streets if they weren't ambushing ICE agents in broad daylight and ramming them with No, dude, you leave out all this shit in between to frame it in a way that it's some sort. Yes, you did. You left out the part where ICE agents are openly being ambushed in broad daylight by protesters.
Yeah, but that's not
ramming their vehicles with cars.
the basis of the No Kings.
No, it's not. They're in the body of performing their federally obtained duties. What are you talking about? You are a typical Democrat Democrat. Show me one action that he did that you're speaking like one right now. You are using the same lame arguments and lies of omission. Dude, you left out why the National Guard is being deployed. You're right. Again, those are all very much threats. Name me one thing. Okay, that's good. You're other presidents who have done similar things.
Zero Democrats bring up the point of the Second Amendment being there for your right to defend yourself against a tyrannical government. Zero. Again,
there are also zero Republicans attacking ICE.
That's not
true. There are zero Republicans ambushing ICE.
About mobilizing a militia, having the right to bear arms, but the main key component is being a mobilized. What recognizes you as working with the government to defend the community? Look it up.
What do you think?
A
tyrannical government is going to
No, you're right. You're right, Willie. But that's not the point, dude. You made all these suppositions and skipped prime facts that covered your why. Why are there federal officers being protected by National Guard? Why are there buildings? Because those buildings are being attacked in broad daylight.
Give your rights away. I don't care.
I'm not giving my right away. These are already built-in rights to the
King's
like this
protest was a
already
movement
exists.
before any of that happened. Before
I understand that. Again, I'm just talking to his points.
Hit Chicago,
I don't care.
The No Kings movement was already a movement. You're wrong.
From the day he was in the day he was elected.
Happened in Chicago, this was already a movement.
I don't give a damn. You could call me a liberal.
Dude, you just use all their talking points.
Savage with the $2 super chat. The Black African is a do-funny liberal, of course.
Hey, yo,
you could call me a liberal. You could call me a Democrat.
Dude, I'm just telling you, you're using all their talking points.
Don't call me a
dude, you skip over whole pieces of the story to make your story fit.
That I'm telling you an ugly reality.
No, you're not, because nothing here is outside of the scope of written law. If federal officers are under siege, he has the right to institute this, buddy. You understand that you are just filling the air with falsehoods.
Can you hold on? You guys cannot face yourselves and reality when you look at yourselves in the mirror.
Yes, I can. I very much can.
I'm a tether. You have to say that I'm gay.
No, I don't. I can just say that all those functions that you're talking about exist in the already pre-existing framework of our country. Nothing here is new or tyrannical.
Hold on, because the thing is, you guys do the same thing to Jay Prince. You do the same thing to Jay Prince, because when Jay Prince is telling you like
I didn't do anything to Jay Prince.
Jay Prince is on welfare.
Just calling you out for your lies of omission, buddy.
Being on welfare disqualifies him from.
Dude, again, I am calling you out for your lies of omission to make your babble sound legit.
That's called a poisoning the well fallacy. Okay, it's a poisoning the well fallacy. When you can't engage with the arguments, you have to put certain.
Okay, I'll engage with your argument. You said that the military coming on the streets is some sort of tyrannical movement. That's a reaction to an already I guess you are. You just said that. You just.
I said it's a prerequisite. If you're going to be a man, right, you have to be a provider.
Dude, there is not one thing he has done has violated the law. They just ruled today 2-1. He was allowed to send the troops to Portland. You guys live in a delusion.
Hey, CT, can I just say something real quick?
You could poison the well all you want, but the facts are the facts, and it's not going to happen
the
overnight.
Facts are
These
the
things
facts.
are
The
slow,
prerequisite of being able to speak to me as a man,
rights.
And also everything.
All right, you guys are talking over each other. No one can hear either of you. Nobody can hear either of you.
You guys, no. Hold on. You guys will laugh. You see, you can't even let me talk because you know I'm spitting facts.
Because you talking stupid and nobody's letting me talk.
So don't cry about it now. CT, can you give me 1 minute?
Now you're making.
Can you give me 1 minute, CT, please?
You laugh at China.
Hold on a second. Tether babble. Hold on. Let's get righteous in here real quick. Hang tight, guys.
Just like 30 seconds. I just want to say happy birthday, sir, as well as how honored do you feel to have Kanye West up here on stage with you on your birthday of all days?
Very honored. Yeah, very honored.
Yeah, it's a great day. That's all I wanted to say.
I got the joke.
Yo, these dudes are saying I'm using a filter. Like, who's the gay one telling me that I'm using a filter? Yo, I get more pussy than all of y'all in chat. Y'all some fucking lame. Yo, I'm telling you straight. I see what's going on. Everyone with half a brain sees what's going on. Jay Prince is smarter than a lot of y'all. He sees what's going on. But you guys, oh, you're gonna love it. You love it. You want military on the streets? Sure. You want Trump? You guys laugh at North Korea. You laugh at China. You laugh at places like Turkey, where if you burn the flag, you get thrown in jail.
So who are you speaking about?
When Trump, hold on, wait. When
Who are you
Trump,
speaking about?
when Trump puts
When you
out
say
an
you
executive
guys.
order, hold on. When Trump puts an executive order that will bring steep punishments for people burning the flag, you guys, oh yeah, oh blah blah blah, talk about homos, oh blah blah.
You will?
Freaking, you guys loving it. You're polishing Trump's knob when he's passing all this shit that in the future, God forbid, when a Democratic president comes in, they're gonna have the same statutes and the same laws in place. So y'all just shooting yourselves in the foot. You think you're gonna have a Republican president for the rest of your lives? You're gonna have a Democrat, and he's gonna have these same powers that Trump's setting up.
We just went through that for 4 years. Dude, we just went through that for 4 years. You're out of your mind,
Look how
dude.
goofy you are. You're making this argument like I support Donald Trump. Y'all. Everybody, maybe you haven't listened. I am probably the least supportive of anything Donald Trump has done in his entire life, let alone in his presidencies. So that's why I was asking you, who you talking about, y'all? You sound dumb.
No, I'm
not further on the left side, but you're still wrong. Hold on, you spoke a long time. Please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? So I'm simply saying, even from the left side, you're wrong in a lot of the things that you said, a lot of the characterizations you made. And because it can't be a conversation, these stop signs get ran. But then again, for me, it all stopped when you were talking about JP like he is some type of philosopher, like he is someone any man should respect. That's when you lose my respect, when you make that argument. Again, hold on, and I'll land. Hold on, and I'm landing.
My point.
Tether Babble, I actually want you here, but Savage sent over a $20 Cash App, and I really don't want. I know, but I don't want to read it. But it's only for 20,
happy birthday, CT. That's all I wanted to say.
It's only for 20 minutes.
That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, it's only for 20 minutes, and he
okay,
wrote.
Maybe I'll hop back on because I got some stuff to do. But
okay, Savage wrote for the $20 Cash App, kick the FAG African. Okay.
Dude, the problem is like so many others with derangement.